by EA Sports. It's the Pats and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and our home team. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On second down now, Allison. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 12. All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Now Jones. That one caught by Ellison. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A gain of 7.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack. and it brings up second. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
To try again after the sack, Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
The guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
On second down, Burks, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Red Dragons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On 2nd down now. Ellison. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going for the deep ball. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Burks. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 3rd down, Burks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2 and definitely not playing the check down game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Red Dragons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get...
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Red Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. New England's offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down now, Ellison. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Ellison. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Nothing our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll try the left side. Ellison. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to work. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, Burks. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Red Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the left side. Ellison. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 2nd down, Ellison. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to a 1st down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, what a move. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, Burks. A gain of 3, second down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Looking to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Red Dragons open the lead up to 34-0.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play. but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, on the other side, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that just set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
96 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down now, Burks. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Red Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sam, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he comes back with one complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, Ellison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, able to avoid him. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to throw again. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Red Dragons have got it on cruise control. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 2. And to give this time to the tailback.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That one caught by Ellison. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Ellison. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Now, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a throwing to start the drive. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
They certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll run on first down. Landry, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Carey gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got some space here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
On 1st down, Landry. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Landry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Landry, agile footwork. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
On 2nd down now, Ellison. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st down, Landry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.